today. We are getting to know him, and of course, we got to know that he is all the way from the south, and most of all, we got to know that he kicked a little bit of ball.
See what you did there?
You see what I did there?
Yep.
Let's talk about your soccer career. Obviously, it was a dream, and you never saw it crashing down in the way that it did. Of course, it wasn't dramatic or anything, but when you put your heart and your mind into something, seeing it not transpiring and coming to fruition can be devastating.
100%.
In one way or another. How did you come back from that?
First of all, accepting.
Okay. I
Accepting
think that's the
was
most
the
difficult
first
part.
step. It's the most difficult part.
Yeah.
It's not something that you can say you can get over it.
Mhm.
You can't get over it.
Mhm.
You just have to live with it.
Yeah.
Because every time you're watching, you're like,
Should have been there.
should have been there. So yeah, that goes to show it's dreams, unfulfilled dreams. It's the worst, one of the worst things.
But you know, I'm a believer that it's not a waste, right? Like nothing is a waste in life. You may have wanted to do something, you were directed into a different channel, but you got some things from there, which I think built you as a person. What are those things that you've picked up that made you the disciplined artist that you are today?
First of all, the reality check that says it's possible for dreams not to come true.
Yeah.
So
that's
there
a conversation that's never had. Every time, like, dream big, aim
do
for
this,
the
do that.
stars. Exactly. But that part of the conversation is never had.
Back at the ranch, there's time, there's duration, there's where you peak, there's where you fall, there's where you are old, we age, For example, there's a certain time where they start, they peak, and then there's a certain time where they have to retire. So, yeah. So what I learned from the failed dream was to make sure that as I got a second chance, which is plan B, this dream, it taught me to go like even more than 100%, 150%, because after this in 9 to 5.
Can you survive 9 to 5?
I'm trying. I'm still doing 9 to 5.
Yeah.
But it's not giving. It's not giving the future. It's not giving the plans. It's not giving. It's not giving. It's not giving room. It's not giving space.
Speaking of the future, would you say that people live more in the future than they do in the present, especially when it comes to dreams, when it comes to trying to achieve something?
I think it's, as they always say, it's important to always assume the role or be the role. So, yeah. What was the question?
The question is, do you think that while people are dreaming or trying to work towards achieving something, they are not living in the present, but living in the future?
Interesting question. So this is more like not living in the moment?
Yeah.
Personally, I would say, as a creative, we use our imagination more.
Yeah.
So, as I'm doing the production, as I'm doing, already in my mind, I'm seeing it sounding like this and that. And if it's not, I'm already in the future because, okay, let's say, for example, not exactly Kelvin Momo, but I'm just saying in terms of quality and everything else. For me to get there, I kind of have to do some time travel nyana. Because obviously your ears won't lie to you. If your ears are good, I see you. Drawing board. So
would you say that Momo is a person that influenced your music? Well, of course, we do hear a little bit of that. But besides him, who are the other people that played a role in the sound that you made?
It's just a combination of scrambled egg weights. So I wouldn't point out one person, Pharrell Williams or Bruno Mars in terms of vocals, how you approach the voices, and then Kelvin Mom in terms of how you achieve that clean sound, piano, it's still appealing to the youth, the young people, it cuts across. So yeah,
besides him, who are the
others
that influenced you?
Yes, scrambled egg, yes.
It's many other people, yes.
Schooling,
Definitely.
You can't ignore that because it's yabo sikhule ngayo into esikhule ngayo, you can't ignore that as a creative. Sikhule nge-R&B, zonke ziyahlangana. So that's why ngithi I wouldn't pinpoint it to one person. Ngithi yeah, I was inspired by Robert Kill or by Ray Phiri or Kefa Siminya. It's just, you see, it's just a combination of all of those people.
Each one played their own role in everything.
100%, yes. 100%.
Well, that is how you make a meal. After all, you take ingredients from your pantry, you take ingredients from a shop, you put 100%. Them in a pot, and it's two different, well, not two different things, a whole lot of different things.
Yeah.
And it turns out to be a great pot. And speaking of which, we are still going to be playing more of his music to hear what it is that was brewing in that pot. You heard one of them right now, but a little bit later on, we will talk about Indlela and also get to hear it as well. It is... Wow, in a couple of seconds, actually, we are about to take the news headlines. Although when we do come back, we're still in conversation with Shama. He is a singer, songwriter, producer as well. We've already spoken about his type, or not type, but his genre of music and also what influenced it. We are getting to know him more a little bit. By the way, we are going to be playing a little bit of a game where I'm going to be asking you a couple of questions that you have to answer in 30 seconds. About plus minus 8 questions.
Quiz.
It's a quiz, and it's going to be so much fun. Don't worry. It's got nothing to do with the Nile River or general knowledge, but it has everything to do with the knowledge of Shama. All that and more coming up in just a moment from now. Trust it. Thank you. Ready?
Your top stories on Vow FM headlining this hour.